So hey, what do you know? S4J in your face for another 8 minutes. Oh joy! So what's happening, guys? I'm in your face, like I just said, with another TCGO match, right? And this one, it's actually a double header because this one was actually pretty funny, like what my opponent did. But anyway, this is like my new Chandelure deck that I've been talking about, you know, or whatever like that. And I've seen it quite a bit, and it's just like gave me trouble when I had it as opposition, and I was like, hey, why not just build a deck of my own based around Chandelure? I mean, when it first came out, like in the simulator, I thought it was pretty cool. It was like, oh my gosh, Chandelure Shadow Tag, you know, that's when everybody used to practice using Pokemon with Dream World abilities that weren't released yet. Remember those times? Haha, yeah, good times. But anyway, I'm just gonna play Collector, right? Get a Yamask. It's like, why the hell would you play Yamask in the deck? It's actually a filler until I get like you know, other cards or whatever like that. I don't even know what I was gonna do. Like later on, afterwards, I took out the Yamask and I ended up putting in Jinx or something like that, which will let me like shuffle my hand or whatever like that, draw 5 more, kind of to act like a Cleffa that is more vulnerable and needs the energy to know to operate. But you know, whatever. I guess it's just a filler more so. It's funny that you'll find in this particular gameplay, the 2 battles that I have using this deck, my catchers and my rare candies happen to be in my prize cards. So I'm like, okay, it'll be a good idea. I'll be able to, you know, I have the Cleffa there. I could probably, you know, I need something that will enable me to view my deck to see what I have, so I can work around, you know, what I want to do. So anyway, he has the Squirtle, right, with 2 energies, and I'm just gonna switch that around. I'm thinking about inflicting some damage onto it, but I figured that, you know, I think I might want to slow him down a little bit by switching onto the Squirtle that doesn't necessarily have any energies onto it, so that if he wants to like switch back onto a Squirtle, on the back row, provided that he doesn't evolve it into Wartortle or anything like that, of course, he won't be able to do the attack that inflicts 40 damage. So I'm just going to play Professor Oak after evolving my Lampet into a Chandelure, which is nice, lovely there. And to help my back row a little bit by evolving the Litwick into a Lampet, as well as the Beldum into a Metang. So it looks pretty good for me here. I have an extra Beldum in my hand. I'm hesitant to put that down because I'm thinking I might draw into a Pokemon Communication and then probably help out what I already have out on the bench. And plus I have Cleffa, you know, for any case or whatever like that. If I want to use Cleffa, I could probably put the Beldum that I have in my hand, you know, on the field or whatever like that, and it's probably Pokemon Communication out into something else. I'm just going to attack this thing, gets burned, confused, and it takes damage from the burn, which means Squirtle is out of there. Yes! So I'm just going to inflict some damage onto the Squirtle in the back row using Chandelure's Pokepower ability. So in comes the thing. He attaches energy and then he quits, which is funny. It's like, okay, yeah. And that was like 2 minutes long. 3 minutes long, man. That's too short. You gotta have another battle, like I just said before the beginning of the video. Right? So this time I draw into 2 Beldums. I almost forgot the name of the Pokemon there. I'm always forgetting names of the damn Pokemon. It's like right there, Kashiv. And I'm always forgetting him. So I'm facing a Durant deck. Oh my goodness. Shoot me. God, I hate them, man. It's like the deck that makes you just want to run Rushy Ball or anything like that. Just anything fire. Just... Anyway, here comes the Durant, right? He attaches the Evolite onto one of the Durants in the field, switches out into a Pichu in order to gain him access to more Durants. Just what I need. Ants raiding my refrigerator. That's amazing. So, unfortunately, he's going to have more of an advantage, being that he has like Rotom and Durants and things like that, as opposed to me. I mean, my basic Pokemon need to evolve in order to get like their top or, you know, top things going, or like their true purpose of me running the particular deck. So, yes, he wakes up, which is, well, I'm not really too excited about that actually, because he could get another Durant. But I guess he didn't get another Durant because I guess it's one of his prizes, which is nice. So I guess in that sense he'll be limited to you know, discarding 3 cards as opposed to discarding 4. So that must suck kind of. So I'm just gonna end my turn right after playing Collector, in my opinion, which happens to be a mistake because I probably should have played Professor Oak or something like that, just to probably see if I could evolve something else this turn. Well, no, actually I can't evolve things this turn because Pichu was a special condition and it hasn't been on the field for 1 turn. So kind of like how in Magic the Gathering, things have like summoning sickness where they can't attack right away. I guess monsters in Pokemon TCGO have evolution sickness, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I'm just going to evolve my Yamask into a Coffin, a scary ass Coffin, as well as my my Litwick into a Lampig. I get a Chandelure, which is nice. Get one more Pokemon for Pokemon communication. No, unfortunately, I do not. So, I'm thinking about playing it. Maybe I should send that back. Because I guess the main I was going to say MP3. Oh, wow. The main MPV, the most valuable player. Oh, my God. I completely suck. The most valuable player in this deck that I guess I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, do I need Chandelure more, or do I need Metagross more? Because Metagross has an ability which lets me attack 2 Pokemon in the back row on the bench and inflict 40 damage onto it. First thing, I'm going after that Pichu. And then afterwards, I'm going to have to like the Durant and things like that. So, it also helps that I have Metang out in the field, because Metang's ability, or his attack actually, allows me to attach up to 2 energies that have been sent to the graveyard. And since he has the Durant deck, it can't be helped but for him to send energies to, the graveyard. I wish I wouldn't necessarily draw into so much energies, because I can replenish the energies that get potentially sent to the graveyard with the Metang, as long as I have Metang out in the field. So I'm hoping that I could probably draw into something else, maybe a Metagross or something like that, but, that doesn't happen. Not wanting to waste a turn, I just, play the attack, which allows me to attach one of the energies into one of the Lampions that I have. So I draw into yet another energy, which is going to completely suck, because the next turn he's going to be able to draw into, he's gonna be able to discard more of my trainer cards and more of my evolution cards. See, look at that Pokemon communication switch, man. Oh my goodness, it's looking horrible. But I guess I was wrong about the Durant being in the prize zone, because surprisingly he has another one there, which equates to all of his 4 that he could potentially have. So I attached another one onto Metang here, which I guess next turn, if I'm lucky enough to get a Metagross or something like that, as long as he doesn't discard it, I can finally use this attack, being I have a Psychic Energy in my hand that I can attach onto the Metang. And I'm also able to use the Chandelure that I have in my bench, as well as the Lampig, also able to use the attack that Chandelure can potentially have. Being that if I evolve, something has to evolve. I have to get a Pokemon. Something, man. I got a Pokemon communication in my hand. Like, just give me something. A Yamask, a Cleffa, anything, man. And see, next turn I would have drawn into a Pokemon, but unfortunately that doesn't happen. Here comes the Professor Oak, which is a little helpful here. I'm just going to attach another energy onto Metang, play Professor Oak, and hope for the best. Maybe I could draw a Pokemon communication and then draw a Pokemon that will allow me to exchange for a Metagross, and or Metagross itself. And what do you know? Speak of the devil! Yes! 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 The parry! So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to attach 2 of the Durants that he has in the back row. It's like, hey, why not attack the Pichu as of yet? Because the Durants are so annoying. I got to get rid of those as soon as possible. And I have to waste his resources as much as possible before he discards the rest of my deck. So I can get an extra prize, but it'll be, look at my avatar. It's like saying I'm losing at this moment. So I'm just going to play a Junk Arm, right? Discard the 2, Pokemon that I have is not necessarily needed at this point, and I'm just going to get a Pokemon, I think a Pokemon communication and or a switch. Oh, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a switch into Chandelure, use Chandelure's Pokepower ability to attack the Pichu, all 30 damage counters inflicted onto Pichu, knocking it out, and then switch back out into Metagross, which should take care of the 2 Durants in the back row. So I'm just going to get 3 prizes all at once, in other words. So that's what I'm going to do here. Attack the Pichu, attack little babies. Oh my god, but hey, Durant decks make me want to punch a baby. What do you want me to do? Come on. So annoying, man. So anyway, Pichu gets knocked out. I get access to my first prize, which also enables him potentially to be able to play, what is it called? To be able to play Twins, which is not good in my opinion, for me anyway. So I have a switch, right? I can't attack or whatever to confuse it. But then the sad thing about it is that he can switch out and use the other Durants that he has in his bench, to do the same thing that the Durant actively on the field currently is, doing to me, which is discarding all my damn cards. So I'm just going to attack the, I'm looking at Rotom here is at 60. I'm like, okay, I can't, necessarily do anything to that anyway. And like I said before, the smarter things to attach the 2 Durants. So Durants bite the dust, and looks like, yeah, get 3 prizes in 1 turn. So that's actually pretty good. Maybe I could repeat the same thing next turn, but he decides to quit. He's like, hey, my hands, they died. They got barbecued. So anyway, viewers, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely had a lot of fun, and peace. What you doing?